Class is in session. The professor is in. So you need some help with your tours? I've got some builds that are going to help you, hopefully, to defeat at least 5 of them, possibly more. So let's go check out those different builds for Santa Hogan, for Beth Phoenix, for John Cena, for Angelo Dawkins, and Bianca Belair. So I've put more transitions in here as well too, so you can easily skip to what you like in the video. And if you do like this, and if it does help you defeat any of these things, be sure to like and subscribe. Let's do it. So one of the tours that you're going to have to do this week is the Wrestlemania Goes Hollywood Challenge tours. I'll then go over the Hollywood Hulkamania or the Hollywoodmania tours as well, and some characters that you can use to defeat those nodes. So if we go into the challenge node over here, you'll see that I've beaten this one 3 out of 3, but that's because I have the character. But you should be able to beat this one with the Ruthless Aggression Beth Phoenix if that's all you have. So as you can see, I have Beth Phoenix right here. So how would you run her to beat this mode? So if you don't want to bring her up past 4-star gold, 4-star gold can do this. So she's 4-star gold maxed. And you would use these moves right here. You're going to use the sub to bring down IOW Becky's moves, and you're going to make and destroy cross break gems. That's how we're going to run her. And so we're going to use Cactus Jack as one. We're going to increase the strength of our multiply gems. We're going to use Cena right here, who's going to create more cross break gems, do more cross break gem damage. And right here we're going to put in the Santa, as we always do. And so if you have a 9k Cactus Jack, he's going to create and destroy more cross break gems. And so it's going to even itself out on the board. As you can see, I don't have a fully unlocked strap or any medals, fully medals or fully skill plate on there. Those will all help. But I have a set of Fury 2s, so they're going to do 40% more gem damage. And this is just a flat green move damage to help buff each of the moves. So I'll show you how this one works. Bring props, although I didn't need to use any. You never know. So let's go take a look at this. So the reason you started off that way is because she has a +6 MP starting. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create submission gems. You want to put them on green and black moves, gems that aren't going to be easily destroyed, because they're going to turn into a multiply times 4 at the end of this. So unfortunately we got 1 destroyed. And so then your turn, you're going to use and make 5 random cross break gems out of your red gems, and then you will be able to destroy all 5 of them. And hopefully they are going to line up with your multiply gems. And they did, and as you can see, we did 300k damage, and now we've reloaded all of our moves, and now we are going to reload and do this again. Sorry, M-Dog, you're famous in my YouTube video now, but I got things to show people. So I'll show it one last time. I'm going to put it on to gems that are going to have a chance of staying. These 3 green gems right here, these ones right here, are not likely to stay. They're likely to get destroyed, so that's why I wouldn't put it on those. And then you're just going to rinse and repeat this, and hopefully you don't get too many cascades against you. So I was able to keep 3 on the board, so that's a pretty big cascade. The reason why it becomes difficult is because you're just running out of life at 4-star gold. So put 5 down, and then you can destroy 5, and we will reload because this is going to hit all of them. Blow up most of the board, and you should be able to bring her down with that moveset. So moving on to the next one. So let's say you get to this node against Bobby Lashley on normal. You don't have yourself a Montez Ford, but you do have yourself Angelo Dawkins. You have to use We Want the Smoke characters, so this is easily 3-starable if you got him at 5-star bronze. Here's how I would recommend going against him for this one. You're going to use Woods to start with more purple MP, and then I'm just going all gem damage. So red and blast, whatever you have that you can put on there, because his move is going to make red gem damage. So let's oh, and I didn't show the strap. If you do have an extra Twilight Ritual plate, wherever you break 3 or more red gems, 7 blue into purple, will help you reload a lot easier. I just have I have the gem damage plate that came with him that month, and the regular set of Fury 2s. Neither of them are really leveled that high. It's just the gem damage I'm looking at, so I'm going to get 40% more on that. But he's not particularly high. He's also 5-star bronze, so only 600 or so K health for Lashley, and doesn't really have anything started up. So turn 1, you're going to use the double underhook neck breaker. That's going to create some red gems. Hopefully you're going to get a match or 2. I got 0 matches, because that's always fun. So let's take as much gem damage as we can. And then next turn's where the magic happens. So we are going to put down these 2-turn countdown gems. Doesn't matter where you put them. You are going to use the spear, which is going to set the countdown gems off. Boom, boom. And we have actually a 5 match right here. Let's blow up a good chunk of the board with that. And as you can see, next turn, we have the ability to do sort of the same thing as we did before. We're going to make 7 into red, and hopefully it's going to make a big explosion. And it did. Blew up all the leftover gems we had on there. And he's not going to kick out of this one. There's too much gem damage at that point. So that's how you could beat him at 5-star bronze on the normal. And I'll see what can be done in the Hell node. So Hell on this tour, if you are able to then win against Liv in the hard, the Hell's going to be a little bit more challenging, and it's really going to depend on who you're able to bring in for this, in terms of Bianca Belair and Angelo Dawkins. Either way, this is going to be difficult, but you can run it the same way that I've already run it in this preview, or you can try a different way. It depends on who you have higher that you're going to want to focus on. So if you only have Angelo Dawkins 5-star bronze, you're going to want to try to get Bianca Belair ready to go when it's her turn to do a massive amount of damage and hopefully survive Liv's moves. So I wish you luck in trying to defeat this one. So for this node, if you're going up against Liv Morgan and you don't have the Acro or the Trickster Bianca, but you do have the Striker version, this is how I would run her, especially because multiply gems are going to increase their strength by +2 with this gear that I have, the Christmas sweater. So that's why I'm going to run her with the red move set. And we're going to try to buff the finisher as best we can, get a nice big finisher out of it. Red moves are going to start with 4 more, add Santa Hogan to get some more gem damage. But there's lots of ways that you can do this. You can definitely put in trainers that add this multiply strength gem. So if you have Memrock, or if you don't want to go finisher here, or you don't have Oscar, but you wanted to put in someone like Matt Hardy, or another character that adds more multiply gem damage, you can do that as well too. But I'm going to go, because she's only a 5-star silver, I think I'm just going to go and try to get a couple of big hits on her to end this. I don't have a strap on her at the moment. I used to, but I think I've moved it off of her for other content creation stuff. So let's see if we can do this sans strap and see what we can do. So we're going to choose a row that is going to turn into multiply gems. These are going to be multiply gems that we are going to destroy with the finisher. This one has a combination, it has 3 blacks and 2 reds. So that's the one we're going to put. They're all going to be multiply 4. And then this finisher is going to destroy a 7x2. We'll take, oh sorry, that's not the finisher. This is the finisher. The other red move loads the finisher. Now we hit a big finisher with an even bigger cascade right there. And so we did 600k. She's going to get a turn off. Let's see if that actually is going to end us or not. Since she doesn't have a plate on her, there's really no need to go too crazy against her. So unfortunately you are going to have to sit through this as she loads everything up again. But definitely not insurmountable as someone to beat. So we are going to take this multiply gem move damage, and we are going to multiply. That has 3. That's the one I guess we're going to take. We're going to save this move just in case we don't get enough. But we should get black. Nice big cascade, another 350k. So as you can see, you actually don't need a strap for this one because Liv is not of a high enough level. So thanks, Bianca. So if you're like me and you don't have Santa Hogan at 17k, you might have him at 4-star or gold or 4-star silver. It is possible to beat the hard node. You can see that I've already beaten it. I beat it on the stream. So if you haven't checked me out on Twitch yet, Brofessor_G_gaming, that's where you can find me. But the link is in the link tree in the description, so you can find it all there. But in case you don't want to go over there at the moment and you just want to continue watching this video, you'll notice that I did put a plate on him. I changed the plate to put on this cheap shot, which is going to help add with some defense. I did put on 1 set of Fury 2s. That's right here and right here. I put on yellow move damage, but the best one that I had was 133%. So that's why there's padded on here. But what you're going to want to do is hopefully get as much gem damage as you possibly can. So you can see that the skill plate's going to add for a critical hit. So the skill plate helped and also did the other parts of the Fury 2s, right? But to do this again, you want to try to negate as much of his damage as possible coming from his gems, and that's why we have gone complete yellow gem damage. So we are going to try to get as little of that as absolutely possible. So we're going to receive less from any color gem from yellow gems. And then here, this last one, you can pick another gem. Defense, you can try to take less from health steal, which is his finisher. I believe it works on that. You can also put just gem damage on there as well too. So you have options of how you want to run it. But what I found to be effective was this double yellow with the red, and it will just continually reload itself turn after turn after turn. What you will need to do is to bring some props. So you're going to need Shango props to bring down his moves. You need to bring down the yellow move every time that it gets filled, and the finisher, if you want to. It does load very quickly, so you're very likely to go through all 5 of these. And this is just in case you don't reload yourself. You usually always do. So I've already beaten it, so I'm not going to waste any props within this, but I will show you how to play it, just in case you want to get an idea of how to defeat the Rock with this. So I'll play a couple of turns just to show you what you would need to do. The first thing that you would need to do is you would have to get yourself a yellow match, or if you are feeling lucky, you would use a prop. So to get yourself started. So again, I've already beaten it. going to move away from the props, but I've already given him a 5 break that he's going to... Oh, that turned out to be lucky for us. So if you did use a prop, you would be in this position right here. You would create a 1x5. You don't want it to cascade, so put it somewhere where the 5 gem isn't going to create a cascade anywhere for you, like so. You're going to hit the finisher, that's going to load your red, and then you just keep on recycling from there. And what you'll notice though is that in breaking the gems in this row right here, I hit some of his trap gems, and because of that, when you break his trap gems, he gains purple MP. So next turn, he's probably going to be able to hit his finisher. Yeah, he'll be able to hit his finisher. And so it's going to take a little bit of guessing, testing, and working through it in order to win the type of match like this. But at 4-star gold, you have about 1 million health, and hopefully something like that happens. That way, if you do pin him, he blows up most of his own trap gems. But now we have to find a way to, again, kick out. He has a health steal, so the health steal now takes off. So it absolutely did work. So by using health steal coach, his move, which usually would take about 160k, is only taking about 100k, bringing his health back. So we should be able to kick out of that. But as you can see, I broke a bunch of his traps. His finisher is ready again for next turn. And so this is the danger you end up finding yourself in. You also have that danger where you can get dodged. So you can easily see how you can waste a ton of props on this and still come out losing on the losing end of this. So if you did watch the stream, you'll know that it did take me a couple of tries to do it. And so what I recommend is to try to get as much either gem damage or gem defense to negate all of the other trap gems and everything going down. So if you can put gem defense medals here, that's good. If you can put some Fury 2s there, that's also good. So that is how I would recommend using Santa in order to beat this node, and just understand that the hell mode is not possible with a 4-star gold Santa. You're going to get blown out of the water. So in the Cody Rhodes node, you're going to be going up with a John Cena, and the one that you would have to use is the Army Cena, the Veteran Salute. So I have his Santa gear, so I can't take that off, so you're just going to have to see it. So all color moves are going to do 100% more damage, and I'm going to go with the double red and the sub, and that way I can just control the game and control the board, do a whole bunch of bleed. It's going to take a little bit longer, but it's pretty much a guaranteed on that win. So we'll start with more red with Butch, and then we're going to use the bleed damage trainers, and then we'll use Bruno for more submission, extra turn. The damage for the submission is actually not going to do that much, so that's really not going to help us so much. It's more just to bring the moves down a little bit more, and to reload, basically. The sub chooses red gems, so we're going to reload that way. So we're going to hit the bleed off the hop. We're going to drop a 1x7. I believe it is random. It is. It does not cascade, and now we need 2-3 matches. So we're going to convert 5 gems into red, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put that one in the corner. So that fills up both of our other moves. And then we just keep doing that over again. So we'll hit the bleed again. And that's going to go off for 4 turns. And usually by this point he's moved the pin bar, so we tend not to cascade. But if you do, then you just set it all up again for next turn. And there we go. We're going to hit the sub again. It's the bleed basically doing all the damage in the sub for us. And then next turn he's going to be done on hard mode. And this time the bleed's going to completely drain him with that move damage right there. And this is going to set off the pin. And so you can see with the Veteran Salute, it is rather easy. And again, this was only a 5-star silver version of Cody, so it'll be a little bit harder the next round through. But that's how you would do it. I just want to give a sort of a quicker preview, but that's how you would do it in the Hell mode as well. So let's move on to the next one. So that's how I defeated those 5 different nodes, and they are by no means the only ways to do it. So if you have any other suggestions, or just let me know how you defeated it, if you had a different build or a different way of doing so. So leave them on in the comments. Again, if this helped you in any way get to defeating any of these things, give me the thumbs up. Let me know that this video is helpful, and I can continue to make more like these as we go along. Please do check me out on Twitch and my other social media platforms. The link tree, which has all of my links in one place, is in the description. So connect with the Professor, and I will hopefully see you all soon.